Up and down the streets, all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty mimics, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if their wood was rough, or if their paint was chipped, then the mimics gave dots.
I'm planning on the little ones putting dots on her if
The
they
talented
don't.
mimics got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads, or could jump over tall boxes. Still others knew big words or could sing pretty songs, and everyone gave them stars.
She still has dots
Some
thrown on
mimics
her.
had stars all over them, and every time they got a star, it made them feel good. It made them want to do something else so they could get another star. Other mimics, though, could do very little, and they got dots. Punchinello was one of these. He tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell, and when he fell, the others would gather around and give him dots.
So the people in the
Sometimes when he fell,
background,
he would scratch his wood, and so the people would give him more dots.
reality
And then
are
he would try
acting
to
like the
explain
people
why he
in the
fell.
background
He
right
would say
now.
something wrong, and the mimics would give him even more dots. And after a while, Punchinello
When you say
had
people in the
so
background, are you
many
talking
dots
about
that he
second
didn't
group
know
or?
He was
Okay,
afraid He
awesome.
would do something dumb. He would forget his hat, or he would step in the water, and then people would give him more dots. In fact, he had so many dots that some people would give him another for no reason at all.
Oh, sorry. Never
He
mind.
deserved lots of dots. They would
I
say.
thought you were going to do the lifting.
He's
thing.
not a good wooden person, they would say.
No, you're not. Okay. Never mind.
After
You're
a
not.
while, Punchinello believed them. I'm not a good mimic, he would say. One day, he met a mimic who was unlike any he'd ever met. She had no dots and no stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers, it's just that the stickers wouldn't stick. Some of the mimics admired Lucia for not having dots, and so they would run up and try to give her a star, but it would fall right off. Others would look down on
Thinking
her
kids
for
would
not
try
having
to
stars,
stick
and
a
so they
star
would
on
try
her
to
and it
give
would
her a
fall
dot,
off, and they're just
but it
acting
wouldn't
right
stick
now.
either.
They would stick another one and it would fall
That's
off.
the way I want to be.
They're just acting. Another would stick.
I don't want anyone's marks. And so he asked the stickerless woman how she did it. Well, it's easy, Lucia replied. Every day, I go see Eli. Eli? Asked Punchinello. Well, yes, Eli, the woodcarver. I sit in his workshop with him. Why do you do that? Asked Punchinello. Well, why don't you go find out for yourself, she said. Go up the hill. He's right there in the workshop. And with that, the mimic, who had no stickers, turned and skipped away. But will you want to see me? Asked Punchinello, but Lucia didn't hear. And so Punchinello went home, and he sat near a window, and he watched the wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other stars and dots.
And they're up on the blocks looking
It's
now.
not right, he said. And he decided to go see Eli. Punchinello walked up the narrow
Now
path to the top
thinking
of
they're
the
walking
hill,
down.
and he stepped
down
through
to
the door
Eli.
of the big shop.
Come on,
His
Brady.
wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch way up on his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. On top of the workbench was a hammer as long as his arm. And Punchinello swallowed hard and said, I'm not staying here. And he turned to leave, but then he heard his name. Punchinello. The voice was deep and strong, and Punchinello stopped. Punchinello, how good to see you. Come, let me have a look at you. And so Punchinello turned slowly and he looked at the large, bearded craftsman. You know my name? He asked. Well, of course I do, Punchinello. I made you. And Eli stooped down and picked Punchinello up, and he set him on the bench next to himself. The maker thoughtfully said, as he looked at Punchinello's gray dots, it looks like you've been given some bad works. Well, I didn't mean to, Eli. I tried really hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me. I don't care what the other ranks think, he said. You don't? Asked Punchinello. Well, no. And you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or dots? They're mimics, just like you. What they think doesn't matter, Punchinello. All that matters is what I think. And I think you are pretty special. Punchinello laughed. He said, me? Special? Why would I be special? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? And Eli looked at Punchinello, and he put his hands on those small wooden shoulders, and he spoke very softly and slowly. And he said, because you're mine. That's why you matter to me. And Punchinello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker. And he didn't know what to say. Every day I've been hoping you'd come, Eli explained. Well, I came because I met someone who had no marks, said Punchinello. I know. She told me about you. Well, why don't the stickers stay on her? Asked Punchinello. And the maker spoke softly. He said, because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? Said Punchinello. Yes. The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about their stickers. Well, I'm not sure I understand, said Punchinello. And Eli smiled. He said, you will, but it will take time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come see me every day and let me remind you how much I care. And Eli lifted Punchinello off the bench and set him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the women walked out his door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. And Punchinello didn't stop, but he smiled, and in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And as soon as he had that thought, one of his dots